I was going to say we should move on to myth 2. So academic achievement is a prerequisite for inclusion. Now, lay the groundwork here. Do you have to have a certain test scores to be in a gen ed classroom?
No. And no, so many school districts think that you do. So many administrators think that you do. Think you cannot be on modified curriculum unless you are in a self-contained mod severe SDC, for example. That is not the case. You don't need any type of test score. You don't have to be meeting grade level standards to be included in a general education classroom. In fact, we have so much data and research these days that suggests that students with intellectual disabilities and more significant support needs thrive and excel when they are in those settings.
You do not have to earn your way into a gen ed classroom, right?
You do.
Exactly. And also when you were talking this, and I my thought left me as you were finishing up the last thing you said, but it's relevant here as well, that whereas sometimes maybe the work is actually too easy, it also might not be accessible.
Exactly.
So it's not really easy, but if it's not accessible, right?
Exactly.
And, obviously can bring out behaviors. It can bring out, a child not being able, to keep up, whatever it might be, these kind of myths that we're hearing. It might actually, and usually is, on the other side of things, right? Things aren't being made so that our students can, or all students can access what's happening.
Exactly. And I love what Allison said here in the chat. The work is too hard. The correct teaching learning methods haven't been identified. Yeah, if we could reframe people's thought around that to exactly what Allison said, that the teaching and learning methods have not yet been identified.
Right.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
And I think Allison also asked, can you define modified curriculum in this context?
So modified curriculum, there are two different kind of camps. One being modified curriculum is just curriculum that is not meeting, is curriculum designed to support students that are not working towards grade level standards. So if your student is in 3rd grade, then the expectation traditionally would be that they're working towards 3rd grade level standards. And by the end of 3rd grade, they would be meeting those 3rd grade level standards. If a student is not and is pretty far below 3rd grade level in academic areas, they might have modified curriculum that allows them to work on curriculum aligned with grade level standards, but not be expected to reach those full standards by the end of 3rd grade, for example. Mm-hmm. There's another camp that thinks that modified curriculum is a kind of a box curriculum that's a modified set that you would see like in a SDC classroom, like unique learning systems would be an example of a modified curriculum.